do Old Baldy Trail from the Horseshoe Canyon, Firerock Connector intersection and end down at the road. There's no good way to ride this trail. It all involves a hill, but this direction is a little more fun right at the bottom as you get down off of Old Baldy. Old Baldy is a south-facing slope. You can tell that by how the trees are. In the Cypress Hills, the majority of the trees are found on the north-facing slopes. They're less exposed to the winds and less exposed to evaporation. So there's more moisture, and it creates a moister microclimate on those north-facing slopes, which is why you have trees growing there, and which is why it looks like a prairie landscape to the right on the hill and a forest to the left, with the lake down to the bottom. Beautiful view from Old Baldy. This trail, as we get to the top of Old Baldy and then further down the other side, is a rework of the Old Baldy Trail, which was just a fall line trail straight up the hill with a lot of erosion in it. Here we have a choice to make. Go straight up, fall line there once again. If you want to get to the top, go to the left. This part of the trail has been cut in here to try to minimize erosion. It still gets you nearly to the same place. If you look up the hill, you can see the bench from the overview outlook. It's a beautiful view of the town and the campsites from up here, if you can see straight after the climb. So this little bypass here doesn't take you right to the top. If you want to get to the top, it's easiest just to go to the left there. Here we go on the way down. Where you see a sign like this, that's probably the old trail following the fall line. Please stay to the marked trails. They are built for easier climbing, though they may not be as direct a route. Your legs will thank you for following these trails, and it minimizes erosion, the erosion that was found with the old fall line trails. Some deer down there, plenty of wildlife out here. Always watch for them. On this trail, you go from prairie into shrubbery. You always want to take it slow when you go into the shrubs because you don't know what's there. You've got pretty good sight lines out in the grass, but as soon as you get into that shrubbery, you have to be prepared because this is a two-way trail, categorized as a blue. Once again, some closed trails. Please stay on the marked trail here. Makes our trails more sustainable, and quite honestly, they're quite a bit more fun the way they're built now. Off to the left of this berm is where Cougar Ridge begins or comes out, depending which way you're going. It shares Old Baldy down to the bottom. Blind corners down here. Keep your eyes out for others and animals. Little connector there to Horseshoe Canyon. Some rollers here. Double them if you dare. Thanks so much for the parks and 670 volunteers for trail trimming. If it wasn't for them, you'd need a lot more gloves. And then we come out at the bottom. A couple of rollers right at the bottom, and you're out right down by the campground office.